how to create Instagram story ads that actually convert. In this video, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes. We're going to do it together on how to create these different stories that's actually engaging, that actually converts. We're going to take a look at the dynamics, the specs, how do you set it all up in the Facebook behind the scenes, and you will see why this could actually decrease your ad cost, increase your margins, and be one of the most profitable moves that you actually make when it comes to running ads. So you probably know this, Facebook a couple of years ago bought over Instagram, and one of the things that they did is they merged the Facebook Ads Manager into Instagram, into being able to run Instagram rather, and this is actually available inside your Ads Manager. So that means that if you go to the Ads Manager in this account, okay, so let's use this account. So all you need to do is on the top left hand side where it says create, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on create, and this is the page that you wanna be on in order to begin creating these Instagram story ads. Now, what are Instagram story ads? You've probably seen this when you're on your Instagram and you are looking at stories, when you're seeing what other people are doing. You'll notice that after every 3, 5, 10 stories, you seem to get this sponsored ad in the form of a story. And this could be actually you running these ads through Facebook Ads Manager. And the first thing that we need to do before we even create this campaign together is we need to understand what is the format that is ideal for Instagram stories, right? So the way to do that is if you were to just Google up Instagram story dimensions, you will see that the image ratio is 9:16 and 16:9. And it is portrait mode, and this would be the ideal specs for an Instagram story. So once we understand that this is the spec and what people would be looking at in order to swipe up or land on your page, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Ads Manager, and it's gonna ask you basically for your marketing objective. Now, one of the most basic methods to creating marketing objective is always based on conversion, because you want to make sure that for every $1 you put in, you get back more than $1 out, right? So if you have your pixels and your tracking in place, then you'll be choosing conversions in most cases. If you know your numbers, if you know a sales process is profitable and you just want to send traffic over, you use traffic. If this is more for getting people to comment, like the post, then you choose engagement, whereby in most cases I do not use this. This is mainly more for like a vanity metric. So it's usually conversions or traffic. So let's say if you choose traffic, so it's basically getting people to click. What I'm going to do is this is going to be for IG, and let's say I am selling a piece of, I don't know, yoga pants, okay? Or whatever. It could be a book, it could be training, it could be, you know, something in e-commerce. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to set my budget. I'm going to continue exactly like how I would set up a standard Facebook ad. And then what I'll do is I'll give my ad set a name. So let's say IG, and I want to target people who are into, I don't know, CrossFit, okay, or yoga and fitness and wellness. Okay, so I'm just going to type in, you know, the ad set name it's like a description. And then what I'm going to be doing is all these things doesn't matter over here because I am utilizing it for Instagram. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a location. So let's say my location is people living around a specific location. So let's say I want to target only to the people who live in LA. Again, it's exactly the same as Instagram. I can choose my targeting, and let's say my targeting is for people that loves yoga or yoga pants, okay? And so it tells me that the potential reach is 640,000 people living within LA that loves yoga pants. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to select my placement. Now this is the differentiator between running Instagram story ads and Facebook ads. This is when you click on edit placements, and this is where you're going to tell Facebook where it actually appears. So now I'm going to uncheck Facebook audience network Messenger. And the only thing that I want to do, in fact, I'm going to disable Instagram feed. Okay, I'm going to disable Instagram Explorer. And the only thing that I am doing now is I am having it appear on Instagram stories. Okay, so full screen vertical 9:16 images of videos. Okay, so it's either an image, or if it's a video, it needs to be only up to 60 seconds long. Okay, so it cannot be more than 60 seconds. And this is why, if you're looking to scale, rather than just having a one-size-fits-all video or image, like one of the most common newbie mistakes is advertisers leave this on default with that one image. And the truth is, the reality is that it will never be as effective because it's not optimized to the context of that specific platform, right? So if you're looking to really squeeze the most out of each campaign and maximize your returns, you always want to be able to create content that is optimized for that specific platform, right? So for this video over here, for this campaign, since we're utilizing Instagram stories, the only thing that we'll have checked is Instagram stories. So we're going to select Instagram stories. Okay. And now it asks us for what do we want it optimized for. Okay, so landing page views, so usually it's clicks, right? You could have link clicks over here, which is what some people choose, but landing page views usually is a little bit more expensive, but basically it's optimized for people who will actually wait for the website to load based on the tracking pixel. So you have slightly higher audience quality than just people who actually click, right? So you can choose landing page views, and then after that, when you continue, what's going to happen is it's going to ask you for your Instagram account. Okay, so over here, you can connect your Instagram account if it's not already connected. And then this is where you can choose the format. Okay, now single video is where you have this one image that will look like this. Okay, so I'm going to select single image. And for this single image, then now I can either create a video, which is again up to 60 seconds long. And when you shoot this video, it needs to be on portrait mode so that it fills up the entire thing. And that's when you want to be really, really concise if it's in the form of video. And usually when I'm shooting videos, I'm always thinking about like these few questions. I'm always thinking about who, what, when, why. It's really about like, who is it for? Why is it important? Why is it important now? Right? And getting a call to action. So one of the things that I do is I will always think about these questions first and try to compact it down to just literally 60 seconds. And usually I would time myself first if I'm shooting an Instagram story ad with a timer, and I will go through the questions in my mind as I'm answering those questions in 60 seconds. Okay, so there are many different frameworks that you could utilize. So one of the things that I do is it could be asking a question, starting with asking a question, and after you ask a question that you know they will say yes to in order to hook their attention, that is when you move on to why that thing in your marketplace is important. So why is understanding cryptocurrency important? Why is the keto diet important? And then after that, it could be common mistakes that people normally have, which is question number 3. And then number 4 is how can we find out more, which is literally the call to action, right? So it could be something like this. Okay, so imagine if I'm selling, I don't know, a keto weight loss supplement. So just imagine me answering these 4 questions. Okay, so I'll begin. Timer. Do you think that breakfast is the most important meal of the day? Hey, this is Peng Joon here, and one of the most common things that people are confused about because of mainstream media is they tend to think that breakfast is the meal for champions. That's pretty much what our parents told us, how we were brought up. But one of the things that I realized in this journey is that if you're looking to lose weight, if you're looking to get more energy and clarity, you actually want to skip breakfast. And one of the things that I'd like to invite you to share with you how you can actually increase your energy levels and how you can take your strength, your conditioning, and your weight loss journey to a whole new level is I would like you to go ahead and swipe up right now where I've got free tools, free trainings waiting for you to show you on how you can actually make it happen. So all you need to do is go ahead and swipe up and I'll see you on the other side. 59 seconds, okay? So now I literally just did that off the cuff, but all I really did in order to create this video ad was to ask a question that kind of creates engagement and conversation that I know that will kind of hook a person's curiosity. I talk about why that thing is important, that topic, a common mistake that people normally make or have or myth, okay? And then number 4 is the call to action. Okay, so this is if you want a simple video script in order to create this Instagram ad in the form of video. So this is where I would literally just drag and drop that video and upload it here. Or I could have an image. So this is where literally I can have, so I've got like a bunch of images over here, but this is where I can upload an image or utilize an image. Okay, so I'll just take whatever, a random image over here. Now, all these different things, because I am uploading it for Instagram stories, I don't need to put all these texts in here. In fact, a great way to create these type of images, you'll notice that just now that I had like a ton of images, right? What I would do, in fact, what my team does is we use a free tool called Canva. And if you go to canva.com, register for a free account, you'll notice that they have many different designs and they even have designs and templates for Instagram stories, okay? So you'll notice that if I go to Instagram portrait mode, you'll see that there are many different designs. If I were to type in create a design, Instagram story, okay, yeah, they do have this. Okay, so I'm going to click on Instagram story. So you notice that this is the dimension that we're looking for. Okay, so let's say I want to utilize certain font or format. I can just select one, and all I need to do then is I could be like the ultimate yoga pants, and then put in that yoga pants image in here. Okay, just swap out the image, and then I would just save this. So again, if you're not a designer like me and if you're horrible with these type of things, Canva is a great tool for you to create these different assets. And once you create that, that is how you would upload it into a nice designed Instagram story that is engaging, that actually pops if it's in the form of an image rather than a video. Ultimately, you want to do both. If you have watched my other videos before, I always say that one of the things as marketers you want to be constantly doing is to create constant creatives to reduce ad fatigue. So that's when you want to have your 60-second videos. That is when you want to have your different Instagram story ads, so that you can just scale, right? That's how you scale, using more creatives. That is literally how you create Instagram story ads. Go try it out. You'll realize that for some audiences, your costs are going to be actually significantly lower than utilizing just Facebook. Let me know how it goes. Set up your campaign. Let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And as always, if you found that this video gave you value, go ahead and click on subscribe so that you'll be notified for future videos like this one.